Number 84, Avery Clark. Number 45, Chloe Gunther. Number 59, Alec Kirshner. Number 53, Angela Giametti. Number 46, Casey Hackle. Number 58, Amanda Schofield. Number 70, Skylar Blade. Number 78, Lina Kafuki. And now the starting lineup with your Sunflower State FC. Starting goals, number 1. Number 3, Kaya Day. Number 21, Delina. Number 22, Amelia. Number 9, Genevieve Paul. Number 8, Jules Wardlaw. Number 14, Kana Ozaki. Number 24, Omaka Kinoshita. Number 4, Natalia Jones. Number 10, Tata Teixeira. And number 2, Himena Armando. Will we please rise for the national anthem?
/stadium. Welcome in to tonight's WPSL action between your Sunflower State Sunnies and the Kansas City Current 2 here at Pembroke Hill in Kansas City, Missouri. Running through the starting lineups for you before we get started here tonight. First for the Kansas City Current 2. In goal, number 65, Evie Vitali. Number 45, Chloe Gunther. Number 46, JC Hackler. Number 50, Alexa Heredia Beltran. Number 53, Atala Hamili. Number 59, Elle Kirshner. Number 68, Nalia Schofberger. Number 70, Skylar Blaze. Number 78, Taliana Kafusi. Number 83, Anna Henderson. And number 84, Avery Clark. And the starting lineup for your Sunflower State Sunnies: in goal, number 1, Fiona Popichnig. Number 2, Jimena Arnaud. Number 3, Akaya Day. Number 4, Natalie Jones. Number 8, Jules Wardlaw. Number 9, Genevieve Hull. Number 10, Tata Teixeira. Number 14, Cannon Azaki. Number 21, Delfina Zalesio. Number 22, Amelia Zalesio. And number 24, Momaka Kinoshita. Your Sunflower State FC is coached, of course, by Coach Jose Ramos. The Kansas City Current 2 are coached by Vasil Ristov. We appreciate you tuning in to our women's season opener here, as Sunflower State and their all yellows will attack your screen from left to right. They're going up against Kansas City Current 2, who has played one game this season. They started off their season with an impressive 12-0 victory down against FC Wichita to start off their WPSL campaign. The Current 2, of course, are the academy team for the Kansas City Current, the NWSL powerhouse located right here in Kansas City, giving us the very first Sunflower Current derby right here in Kansas City. Referee gets a thumbs up from both goalkeepers. And we are underway here for the Kansas City Current 2026 season as the ball finds its way back to Popischnig. Ball attempted to play through, but it's cut out, but luckily falls right back to the feet of Akaya Day. As Current will show some early pressure, but Sunflower will win a throw-in. As the ball is played up, looking to find the feet of Zalesio, but she's just beaten to the ball. And the Current will look to set up their shape and establish possession for the first time with the ball back at the feet of Vitali. Finds Gunther, who goes out wide. Sunflower setting up in about a mid-block here, happy to let the Current have possession in their defense, but looking to cut out those first entry passes to the midfield. Sunflower women coming off a good season last year with the 5-1-4 record. A lot of returners here for Coach Jose Ramos. A lot of his players at Mid-America Nazarene also play with him here in the summer. As the Current look to go forward, it's flicked on and it's going to bounce off of Day, but Teixeira is able to pop it up into seemingly the hand of the Current player, but the referee waves play on and Sunflower will take a throw in instead. Another throw-in incoming for Natalie Jones. As the ball turned over and played into the box, looking for Kafusi, but into the waiting arms of the Sunflower goalkeeper in the all-pink goalkeeper kits for this season. Ball played forward by the MNU goalkeeper, but just over the head of her intended target, and it's taken in possession by Blaze, who looks forward and is going to turn over possession here in the midfield for Sunflower, looking to break up the sideline, but great play by Blaze to redeem herself and win the ball back as it trickles all the way back to the Current 2 goal. Current 2 coming forward here. Ball makes it out wide to Harita Beltran. Beltran will win a throw-in. Ball into the box is headed away as Ozaki is able to marshal the Current defender off, but the ball is played forward here and will be pinned forward here looking for the run of Ozaki as she gives chase. But Schofberger will usher it out for a Current throw. El Kirshner, the Penn State Nittany Lion, will win another throw-in as the referee deems it just went off Tata last. Tata able to flick on, looking for Zalesio. Jones on the ball, driving forward, finds Delesio, but turned over and just booted out for a throw-in for Sunflower. As Jones throws up looking for Delesio, who flicks it on to Ozaki. Ozaki on, but it's just cut out, and Sunflower regained possession with Tata in the midfield. Tata looking to line up a shot, but goes back to keep possession to Day. Day with the shot from distance, but just wide of the goal, but a good early sign of intent here from Sunflower as they get the first shot of the game. As the Current look to build up out of possession, ball will fall back to the waiting feet of Vitali. Goes out to Himili. And Kaya Day does a nice job cutting that out, but it's regained possession here for Current too. As the ball is looped forward here, they've got runners in the box, and a great play by Akaya Day to step out and nullify that initial threat. And a second effort as well to win that ball back and put it out for a throw-in. That was a brilliant piece of individual defending by Akaya Day, the Mid-America Nazarene defender. As the Current with possession out on the right-hand side. Ball gets in to Henderson. Henderson's ball into the boxes, waiting to the hopeful arms of Popichnig. We will look to just cool things down here as the Current looking to build their first real threat of the game. Ball looped over the top. And will be out for a Sunflower throw. Ball's turned over in the midfield here. KC Current 2 running forward. Ball's flipped over the top here, but well read by Fiona Popichnig in goal. And she's able to come out and collect harmlessly. Sunflower want to play on the back of it. It's turned over here as well. Current 2, another great save by Popichnig. And she's able to atone for the mistake there. As I was just saying, Sunflower's wanting to build out of the back, be progressive here, but the last couple of times they failed to find the feet or the head of a Sunflower jersey and are causing danger to themselves as the throw-in is played into the box here. Clark makes it out wide, but just a little bit too much as she tried to find Beltran out on the wing. Well, it's flicked into the box here as the lights come on. It's headed out by Zalesio to the feet of Teixeira. Teixeira goes back and will boot it long here, looking for Ozaki, who does a nice job to run onto that, but it just runs away from her. Sunflower aiming to keep possession, but it's marshaled out well by Nalia Schofberger, the Mississippi State Bulldog. There's a little combination play from Sunflower is turned over here, but great second effort by Jimena Arnaud is able to stop the Current from countering. Current are able to work themselves out of a potential jam. And Kirshner plays back to Schofberger, who goes all the way out wide to Blaze. Turnover here in the midfield now for Current 2 as Tata is making a run here, but D'Alessio is going to keep going her own. Finds the feet of Tata. Tata lines up a shot from distance, but it's just going to go into the waiting arms of the Current goaltender. But another great chance from Sunflower here, who is showing a propensity to take a shot from deep. As the Current try to launch it forward, but will win the second ball here with Clark. Clark tries to play ball over the top. Great bit of play there from Heckler. Heckler ball into the box is turned away. And Sunflower will concede a throw-in by Hull, but able to just get the ball out of their box. The ball throws in and Tata will send it back from whence it came for our first Ward Parkway ball of the season. Throw in into the box here goes to Clark. Back out wide to Blaze. Ball into the box over everyone, and it's going to be safely marshaled out there after a bit of a maybe intentional, maybe unintentional hip pass back to her teammate. But the Current 2 will look to reset and come on attack again. As referee waves play on. Sunflower look to break out here, but a heavy touch from Jones will be booted out back to the goalkeeper. And Sunflower will look to reset with Popichnig. Sunflower not scared off of trying to play out of the back so far. As they find Wardlaw in the middle. Wardlaw back out to Delricio, who goes along looking for Ozaki, is able to take a touch and is hit through the back there. And the referee is going to say, let's use our heads here. As Sunflower will look to move forward here. They attempt to find the sure feet of Tata Teixeira, the Sunflower talisman, but for the first time in maybe forever, her touch lets her down. As Sunflower tries to take the quick throw, but ball's been awarded to the current. Another foul whistled here by the referee after nice physical play in the corner there by Delfina Zalesio, the UMKC Roo. Able to win a free kick for Sunflower as Tata stands over it. She'll go short. As Sunflower does have numbers up, but they'll go all the way back to the goalkeeper. Look for her to change angles. So bad turnover there in the midfield, but fortunately the touch from Hackler takes it too far and it'll just be a throw-in. But another nervy moment there as Tata with a nice play, Delricio with a nice play, and you're seeing very good intent from Sunflower tonight in terms of going forward, but also getting stuck in on the defensive end, which is exactly what the coaching staff is going to want to see to set a tone for this season. As current two play ball forward here, looking for the run of Kirshner. Kirshner gets on it, skips past one, but is unable to keep the ball in bounds, and it will dribble out for a goal kick, much to Kirshner's dismay. Kirshner sure thought it should have been a corner, but I will say, live look here, I think the ref did just get that right as she tried to skip over the tackle. And Sunflower will look to reset here and play out of the back again. We'll see if they can find friendly feet as the ball is turned over in the midfield here again, but the second ball won by Wardlaw. As Sunflower turns up the high press here and is able to get a turnover. Ball falls to the feet of Jones, who looks up for options. She's going to take it herself. Able to skip past one and win a throw-in. As we do have a current player down, and we will just pause momentarily. As Chloe Gunther, the Lee Summit, Missouri native, makes her way back to her feet, where we love to see that. The current two look to break here. Overlapping run by Heredia Beltran is just cut out as the Kansas commit is unable to skip past the UT Tyler defender. And the ball's turned over here again, and ball all the way through to the back post looking for the run of Kaifusi, but just beyond everyone as another giveaway in the back is putting Sunflower on the ropes. But most of this has been self-inflicted. We'll see if they can just settle in here. Again, this is the first game of the season, so everyone is still getting to know the system, each other, the field a little bit in these first minutes here. Sunflower will play the ball all the way back to Popichnig. Wardlaw calling for the ball in the midfield, gets it and loses out. Great play by Kirshner, is able to skip past one, ball into the box to Kafusi. Great save by Popichnig. Great save by Fiona Popichnig, the Mid-America Nazarene goalkeeper, as it was excellent play out on the wing. And the ball played into Kaifusi, who is able to turn it goalward, but quick reaction save for Popichnig sends it out for the first corner kick of the game here. It looks like it'll be JC Hackler the Olathe native, to take. Hackler goes short. Played short again. Back to Gunther. Gunther fizzes a ball in towards the back post, has teammates, and it's headed into the waiting arms of Popechnik, but the referee had put the flag up there on the back post as a couple of current players had just made the run a second too soon. But it was an excellent flat ball delivery there by Gunther, which is exactly what you want in that situation. So something to watch out for Sunflower as they look to break here. Jones finds the feet of Wardlaw, who's taken down from behind. Referee doesn't blow the whistle. Ozaki keeps it going. Jimena plays it through to Jones. Jones has options in the middle in Delresio. Ball played in, it's going to be cut out at the near post by the goalkeeper, but another great sign there by the Sunnies moving forward as they're able to go straight from that free kick for the offside and work their way down this right-hand side with great interplay between Jones and Arnaud, and eventually leading to Jones's cross into the box, looking for the feet of Zalesio, but they'll turn their attentions to defense now as the Current look to break up the field here. Ball played out wide to Kirshner. Kirshner looking to play that first-time ball through to Beltran, but able to be cut out by the Sunflower State goalkeeper. And Sunflower will look to turn on their own. There's a bad giveaway here to Herrera Beltran. The Kansas commit will take a shot from distance that is deflected, but deflected closer to the goalkeeper, fortunately, there for Sunflower, as this game has been frantic back and forth here as neither team is really looking to hold on to the ball. As soon as the ball makes it to the midfield, it is all engines go for both teams today. As Teixeira picks up the ball in the midfield, safely plays it back. Popechnik under some pressure from Beltran, able to find the feet of Teixeira, who turns back in. As Popechnik will just blast that long. Ozaki in position, but is outleapt there. But Wardlaw will pick up the second ball. Looped up the top, looking for Zalesio, whose first touch almost breaks her away from the defenders there, and the referee will blow the whistle for that one. Tough to imagine getting away with that too many times, as Sunflower defender just misjudged the flight of the ball and shove the player to the ground instead. As the Current will look to break here again on this right-hand side. Much of the action coming down this right-hand side for the Current as they're able to cut in past Teixeira, looking for the feet of Beltran as her touch just lets her down, but the ball's going to deflect through to Cairicio, who shoots and scores to open up the scoring here for KC Current 2. There's a bit of a fortunate bounce for the Current, as now the referee is coming back to maybe just check on the goalkeeper, who was a little slow to get up, but the goal is being awarded here for the Current. But as they tried to play the ball into Alexa Herrera Beltran, her touch just let her down behind her, but a fortunate deflection found the ball roll through to Talania Kaifusi, which is the last person, if you're a Sunflower State player, you want the ball to fall through. And she calmly slotted it past the goalkeeper into the goal. Kaifusi, the former all Big 12 second team player at Utah, who has now joined the Current organization. As Teixeira looks to break forward here, but her attempted pass is going to be picked up by Asaki, but again, turnover here in the midfield. Sunflower with a few too many giveaways, but you have to give credit to the players for being on the second balls and typically not letting those mistakes lead to too many chances so far, but you just would like to see those minimized here to give yourself a better chance at attack. As the ball will come out wide to Schofberger, the Tampa native. Looks up, plays a hopeful ball over the top, looking for Kirshner. Kirshner takes it down, looks up, has runners in the box, cuts back in onto her right. goes back to the left. Ball attempted to play in, but great defending at the near post by Natalie Jones will send it out for another Current corner. As Chloe Gunther will look to deliver this in-swinger. Ball to the back post. Just punched away there by Popichnig. And it needed, because it was about to fall on the head of a Current 2 player. As they look to get the ball back in. Tackle in the box is able to attempt to poke the ball away, but the referee is going to award Sunflower a free kick here for an infringement, as they are able to quell the danger. As Henderson's able to win possession back in the midfield for the Current 2. Ball in, finds Clark. Clark looks to spray it out wide to Blaze. Blaze, ball into the box here, looking for Kaifusi, but it's turned away by Teixeira, back doing her defensive duties. And Sunflower will just about clear their lines here as they keep the ball in. As the ball is looped over the top here, looking for Kaifusi again, and Teixeira will come away with the ball. As Sunflower does have some space with Jones out on this right-hand side, but Sunflower will recycle possession. Under a bit of pressure now. Expertly marshaled by Wardlaw. And Zalesio just beat out for the ball as Current 2 come forward again here in another great defensive play by Akaya Day, who has been everywhere for the Sunflower defense. And now she's tasked to pick out Jones, but just leaves it a bit short. And Current will let that roll out for a throw-in. So we sit here just over 20 minutes played. Current break into the box again. Ball played, hopefully, but the ball had gone out of play before it was caught anyway by Popichnig in goal. The Current are finding a lot of freedom on the wings at the moment, as they're being able to skip past their defender and play balls boxes. Another dangerous ball is played in, turnover in the midfield here, but the ball is able to be cut out by Zalesio. So Zaki and Zalesio battle for the ball, and the referee blows for a Current free kick. This, of course, is the Current 2's first season in the WPSL, as they were founded last August in 2025 as a way to expand the game and try to find the next generation of KC Current players. The ball is played over the top here, and it's marshaled away by Zalesio, who eventually sprays the ball forward here, looking for the run of Natalie Jones, who's just unable to get there before the ball goes out, and Nalia Schofberger marshals it out. Schofberger on the ball. Gives it back to Jones this time. It's another turnover here in the midfield off a ball from the goalkeeper. Shot taken from distance is going to just end up a little too slow and a little too wide, but the referee calls for a shove on the player as she attempted to take the shot. Of course, Elle Kirshner, the Penn State Nittany Lion, who has been a handful on this left-hand side so far. Gunther looks to play this in. Another flat delivery to the back post, but it's going to go just over the onrushing head of Kaifusi. And the Utah Ute unable to find her second goal of the game, and Sunflower will reset with a goal kick. Tata surrounded, able to pick out a teammate. And Sunflower looks to break here as they beat the first line of the press. But just unable to find the feet of Jimena Arnaud. As Wardlaw turns. Finds Alessio. Alessio is pulled back from behind as she tries to turn. And this may be our first booking of the game. Or it may just be a talking to. It is going to be a booking for D'Alessio for pulling back the current 2 player at the collar. Arnaud turns past 1, finds the feet of Osaku, finds Teixeira. Teixeira spins through 2, but just leaves the ball behind. That's great play by Amelia Zalesio to get the ball back for Sunflower, but this hole just turns it over almost, but Zalesio is there to cover. Day. Back to Zalesio. Zalesio fires into Ozaki. Great back heel there. Is going to find the feet of Wardlaw, who skips past 1, but great cover provided by Atala Hamili. As Henderson looks for the run of Beltran. Beltran looks to play in, but great sliding tackle there by D'Alessio. And now she's going to win a free kick. What a great play in the corner by Amelia Zalesio, the UMKC defender, as she not only expertly slides in to block the cross, but then gets her body in between the ball and the player and is able to win a free kick and fully eliminate the danger, as the referee is wanting the ball in the correct place and players correct distances from the ball. Jones finds the feet of Wardlaw. Finds Tata, who goes out wide looking for hole. Genevieve plays it up, tells Alessio. Keeps it in. Hole. Sprays it forward, looking for the run of Ozaki, but just a little bit too far for the run of the Arizona Western forward, as the current 2 will look to restart in possession. Blaze. Blaze and Hackler unable to combine on the far side, able to marshal it out for a Sunflower throw. As Zalesia pays it back to Popichnig, who looks to start the Sunflower attack. Well, just out of the reach of Wardlaw, and it's turned over back to the current 2, who turn it over themselves as this game continues to be played at a frantic pace. And Jones, looking for the run of Arnaud, is just cut out. And Schofberger on the ball will calm things down for the current. It's flicked on by Clark, looking for the run of Kaifusi. Now the ball falls all the way out to the outside, and the on-rushing goalkeeper is not going to get there, and the Current to double their lead here over Sunflower State, as the Current just kept banging at the door of trying to play that ball over the top and in behind. And after the first couple were quelled away, it eventually falls to the feet of Hackler, who was able to beat the goalkeeper and slot the ball into the open net to give the Kansas City Current a 2-0 lead for Sunflower. So the Current find themselves in a bit of a hole here in the first half, down 2 goals, but you certainly can't fault the effort and the tenacity that Sunflower has shown up with here in the first game of the season, as Sunflower looks to make their first sub of the game. Jimena Arnaud will head to get a rest. She's going to be replaced by Sara Cortez. Cowley College. And Sunflower look to restart here as they try to see if they can get one back before halftime. Maybe change Coach Ramos's message as they look to get back into this one. As Popichnig plays the ball forward again. Warlot is fouled from behind. Popichnig plays ball long, looking for a hole, but it's cut out nicely by the Current as the ball trickles all the way through here to Kaifusi. Kaifusi has runners, goes out wide looking for the goal scorer, Hackler. Hackler ball played in, but it's going to go right into the waiting arms of Popichnig. But another warning sign for Sunflower is a turnover leads to a quick Current counter, as another ball is played hopefully forward towards Genevieve Hull, the UMKC Roo. Poor touch by the goalkeeper, but she's able to recover. And Kirshner will end up with the ball out on this left-hand side. Gunther out to Blaze. Blaze looking for the run of Hackler again on this right-hand side. She has been active all game. Plays in, looking for Kaifusi, but Kaifusi had just checked her run at the penalty spot, looking for a bit of that T-ball cutback. And Popichnig will gladly take the uncontested ball at the near post as her ball forward looking for hole is turned over again. Blaze breaks forward here, but her last touch is just going to let her down. As Sunflower looks to break with the defender out of position. Looking for a foul, no whistle. Kaifusi finds Blaze, cuts back inside. Ball into the box from Blaze is deflected off the face of the Sunflower player, and the referee will stop the game for a head injury. She just checks to make sure Delfina Zalesio, the UMKC Roo, is all right to continue. And all signs point to yes. As the referee will have Sunflower restart possession. As we sit here, about 10 minutes till half, and the referee is not quite happy to restart the game quite yet. As Zalesio is just getting the quick concussion check on the sideline, and the trainer gives the ref a thumbs up. You never want stoppages in the action, but you love to see the prudence from the official to make sure that each head injury is treated with the severity it deserves. And fortunately, the Sunflower State midfielder is fit to carry on. The current play the ball forward here into Blaze. Blaze played forward looking for Kaifusi, who tries to back heel it to a teammate, but it's going to make its way back to Amelia Zalesio. As Tata is just beaten to the ball there. And current 2 look to break with Kaifusi, who has Beltran out wide and just plays it in front of Alexa Heredia Beltran. Tata picks up the ball in the midfielder. Finds Ozaki, back heels it into Wardlaw. Wardlaw has Jones out wide. Jones out wide as Sunflower rushes forward in numbers. Tries to deke in, but the ball is just cut out by the secondary defender as Anna Henderson had gotten back. As ball played in by Del Riccio, finds the feet of her sister and just saved on the line there by Vitali. But an incredible flat delivery there from Amelia Zalesio to her sister Delfina, almost for Sunflower State's first goal of the season. But that's exactly what you want to see here is now the current split through the midfield. Ball tries to be played out wide to Beltran, but a great play cuts that out. And Osaki will look to restart as Wardlaw drives forward here. Wardlaw plays it in. That's a handball, but no whistle. And Sunflower wins the ball back. Osaki finds Tata. Tata forward to D'Alessio. Sunflower keep possession with Tata. Tata finds Jones out in some space. Jones looks up. Cross is cut out at the near post by Kirshner, but Sunflower will have their first corner kick of the season here. As Sunflower will just wait to make subs as Laura Torres and Alexis Mitchell wait to come on. And Tata will take this outswinger. Tata ball to the back post, just over the leaping head of Cortez. And the current happy to let that go out for a throw is now Sunflower will make their substitutions. Jules Wardlaw and Cannon Ozaki will make way for Alexis Mitchell, the Allberg and Calder United alum, and Lara Torres, who plays her trade at MNU.
key substitution. Checking out game number 8, Jules Wardlaw. Game number 8, Mitchell. Number 7, Laura Torres.
Ball played in, looking for Kaifusi. Mitchell eventually gets the ball to Tata. Tata finds Laura Torres, but it's just behind her, and Tata's able to go for the nutmegs and win the foul, as that's a bit of a painful one on the calf. On Tata by Kirshner, but no ill intent there by the Penn State player. As a yellow card has been issued. And a yellow card will also be issued to L. Kirshner. Ball played forward, looking for Jones. Jones unable to get around the outside of Schofberger, who has been all over it at the back. Blaze has the ball out on the right-hand side. Finds Schofberger. Sunflower wins the ball back in the midfield, but advantage had gone, so the Current will restart with the free kick here. Schofberger stands with her foot on the ball. Schofberger out to Kirshner. Kirshner plays the ball in, looking for the run of Kaifusi, whose header is just going to dribble out harmlessly for a goal kick, but you have to give a lot of credit to Taliana Kaifusi. The Salt Lake City native has been on the end of just about every long ball and has been causing a handful for the Sunflower defense, as the ball's turned over again here, trying to play out of the back. Hasn't been the cleanest of games from Sunflower in that regard, but that hasn't stopped them from sticking to the system. As Gunther, and it gets out eventually to Beltran, who skips past Zalesia once, but not twice. But the ball finds its way back to Gunther. Gunther floats a ball into the back post, finds the head of Taliana Kaifusi, as we just were mentioning, or not Kaifusi, I apologize. It finds the head of 84, Avery Clark. And she scores the third goal of the season. Avery Clark, the University of Texas standout, who gave up the remainder of her college eligibility to sign with the Current too, as she looked to make that her pathway to the pros. As another turnover finds the feet of JC Hackler, but Hopishing is able to turn it away. But just another giveaway from Sunflower as they attempt to link that connection between the defense and midfield. You'll have to wonder if we see a change of the system at halftime and maybe look to play a little bit longer, because consistently putting yourself under the gun is only going to go for so long before it really comes back to bite you. And down 3-0, that's the last thing you need, as the Current corner into the penalty spot is headed away by Tata. Flick back in, finds the feet of Kaifusi, but she was under pressure and unable to keep it in, as Sunflower looked to break quickly here. Cortez gives chase. Schofberger regains calm possession. As we enter the ending of the first half here, the referee will give 3 minutes of stoppage time here, as Current look to break down this right-hand side again with Hackler. Hackler cuts in, pass one. Ball played into Kaifusi, who's just unable to turn that goal bound, as it looks like it just snuck up on her a little bit quicker than she was ready for. But JC Hackler has been a handful for the Sunflower defense out on this right-hand side. Hackler, who was the 23-24 Kansas Gatorade Player of the Year, will be headed to Lawrence to play her college soccer at the University of Kansas, Rock Chalk. As the Current look to break forward here, they find the feet of Beltran, who just is unable to keep that under control. Beltran, who will be joining Hackler on the Jayhawks, as Tata expertly turns between two, but her no-look pass is unable to find the feet of Day, and the Current will turn away in possession here as the ball finds its way out to Blaze. Blaze has Kaifusi out wide. Tries to go herself and will draw a foul, as there was a bit of a shove there as she just tried to skip past the Sunflower State player. And the Current will have a free kick here in the latter stages of the first half here, as Henderson makes her way over to measure up her left foot. Anna Henderson, the University of Central Florida midfielder. As the ball is played in, Popechik looks to measure it up, able to get a fist on it. And Sunflower are just about able to keep possession, but it'll trickle out for a Current throw. Taken quickly, the feet of Beltran, and booted out by Zalesio. Remember Beltran. Skips past one, tries to skip past two. But Zalesio has been everywhere, is there again. The ball falls to Lara Torres. Ball played in. Expertly turned and shot taken by JC Hackler, and the referee does say that that took a little bit of a nick out for another KC Current corner. It was an excellent turn and shot by Hackler, who has arguably been the player of the first half, as the Current will play in another in-swinger. Ball to the penalty spot is headed by Kaifusi just wide, as she found herself completely free at the penalty spot, as the referee does blow the halftime whistle here in Kansas City, as your Sunflower State Sunnies find themselves down 3-0 to the Kansas City Current 2 here in our opening game of the season. It has been a frantic game, both sides with lots of attacking intent, but a lot of sloppy turnovers in the midfield by both teams, and the Current two have been the ones to pounce and make the most of their chances, as Kaifusi, Hackler, and Kirshner all find themselves on the score sheet. And we will see you on the other side of this halftime break here. Again, the score for this first half here, the Kansas City Current 2-3, and your Sunflower State Sunnies 0. We'll see you on the other side. What? 3-0, I'll take.
A reminder that we do have on the north side of
Just turned it on, but I don't hear anything.
back here.
You do? Okay.
Not as bad as I thought. Still.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as bad because they haven't been as good. We have been bad enough to be on 6.
No. Here's the thing. Our I think that's what. Okay. All right.
And I can't tell what.
Dude, if they manage to pull off a freaking, I don't even know.
Sunflower State and Kansas City Current 2 as the Current 2 get us back underway. KC Current in the reds with the teal socks attacking left to right. Sunflower in the all yellow attacking right to left as the Current find themselves up 3-0 in this first game of the season here for Sunflower, second game of the season for the Current. As Hull looks for Zalesio, but the ball's turned over there. Great play by Hull to get back in. As the ball's played forward here, looking for KC Current midfielder. Skips past one, skips past two. Shot from distance, saved into the waiting arms of Popich-Schnigg. As that looked to be Carrie Hance, who's made her way onto the pitch and took that shot from distance. Clark looks to lay it off. It's turned over there, and Sunflower look to break forward here as Cortez plays out wide to Wadler. Ball in looking for the run of Zalesio, but just behind her. As the Current now turn the ball over, and Sunflower will look to reset. Similar start to the second half as we watch play out in the first half, as both teams have attack on the mind, and the play hasn't been the cleanest in the midfield as Zalesio's just beaten off that ball, and it's hoofed over the top here looking for the run of Kaifusi, who appeared to be coming back from an offside position, but the flag stays down. As Zalesio will spray it out wide. Zalesio tries to poke it into the run of Tata, but just beyond the outstretched leg. As a whistle goes against Genevieve Hull, who thought she had just broken through. This is Blaze. Gets it into Clark. Clark skips past one and is able to ride the challenge of Jules Wardlaw and win the free kick near midfield. As Gunther and Blaze stand over the ball. Blaze to Gunther. Gunther out to Schofberger, who keeps possession. Blaze, some space out on the right-hand side, finds the feet of Clark. Clark looking for the run of Vassar, who has come onto the pitch, but just out of her reach. Vassar, who is in the class of 2029, is currently the 87th ranked net player nationally by Top Drawer Soccer. And an exciting one to watch here for the Current, for the future. Throw in, finds the feet of Tata, who turns past one, but isn't quite able to turn past two. As Sunflower picks up the loose ball in the midfield with Arnaud. Arnaud to Zalesio, who looks forward for Osaki, who's just unable to get there. And the ball's going to almost trickle through. But it'll be recycled back to the Current and Henderson, who wins a throw-in. Neither team really able to get a foothold on the game here to start off this second half. Lots of dispossession in the midfield and slightly misplaced passes as the Current look to come down, and another misplaced pass in the midfield there is turned over by Sunflower, and Osaki able to take a touch but bounces off of Schofberger Schofberger, the Mississippi State grad, who also spent some time at Rutgers and represented Austria in the U19 women's Euro qualifiers, even scoring a game winner against Israel for her nation. As Blaze plays it forward, finds the feet of Wavy Clark. Blaze out on the right-hand side. Plays the ball in, but it's just deflected. Still finds the feet of Kairusi. Lines up a shot from distance. It's great touch. As Sunflower looks to break here with Zalesio. Zalesio skips past one, unable to get past the second. And now the Current look to break here with Clark. Clark has options. The deflected ball is going to be cleared by Kinoshita. And the Current look to reset their attack out on the right-hand side here with Skylar Blaze, who finds Vassar. Vassar ball into the back post, over everyone, and just unable to keep it in. And all of that will end with a Sunflower goal kick. Sunflower, of course, opening their season here against the Current. As the ball's played in to Kaifusi. Kaifusi turns, looks to find help at the top of the box, but it's shepherded away. And Zalesio turns, finds Hole. Hole up to Ozaki. Ozaki gets one touch, but is unable to keep that within her reach, and it'll be out for a Current throw. Gunther finds Schofberger. Schofberger's long ball is cut out, but only as far as Hackler. Hackler plays out wide. Great sliding challenge from Arnaud, but it just still skips through. But Sunflower does just come out with the ball as Zalesio is there again. But she continues what we saw in the first half, where she has been everywhere on defense for the Sunnies. Juggled into the midfield, is going to fall into the boxes. Zalesio wins the ball again and is down in a heap, but the referee is wave play on, and now we'll call the foul further up the pitch here for Delfina Zalesio. As both sisters find themselves on the end of a Current tackle. Sunflower, of course, opening the season here today against the Current 2. They are next in action on Saturday down in Oklahoma City, as they'll play Oklahoma City FC. As the ball played through their first touch is going to just take that out of play, but it was a great ball forward there, looking for the run of Talania Kafusi, who has been all over these long balls all game. As you can really see the size disparity in the front line of the Current 2 versus the back line of Sunflower, and they have smartly used that to their advantage today. As Zalesio with a nice scorpion flick onto Arnaud. Sunflower looked to break forward here with Cortez, but it's turned over, and Clark has the ball for the Current. Out to Vassar, who's just unable to catch up to that ball. The Current, 2, kicked off their inaugural campaign with a 12-0 victory at home against FC Wichita. Find themselves up 3-0 here on Sunflower, and will play at home against Union KC in their next game for another Kansas City derby. As Schofberger finds herself in space. Cut out again by Zelresio. The Current look to recycle possession here. Hans back to Schofberger. Great ball through the lines there, but it just skips past as Sunflower looks to break here. Just a little too slow to play that second pass. And Blaze will look to restart the Current attack. This is the flick for Avery Clark, just unable to come off by Tori Vassar. It's Hull. Throw-in finds Wardlaw. Clark skips between two, looking for options. Finds the feet of Hans. Hans back to Schofberger. Out to Blaze, who brings it under control. Blaze defended by Zalesio. Ball for Vassar cut out nicely by Hull, who's just unable to keep that in. It'll be a Kansas City Current throw again here on the near side. Blaze first time ball in. At the feet of Arnaud as Sunflower look to break here. Just unable to keep possession is Natalie Jones, who makes her way back into position. Gunther finds Schofberger. Schofberger early ball in, looking for another early run from Taliana Kafusi. As the high press from the Current is broken by Sunflower, the ball finds its way out to Genevieve Hull. Hull with some space. Plays the ball forward here, looking for the run of Ozaki in a battle with Schofberger. The Arizona Western forward is able to block the deflected cross out for a throw-in, but the Route 1 attempts from Sunflower not coming off the same as the Current so far today. As Gunther plays the ball to the far side here, finds, but eventually Zalesio is there again. Emilio Zalesio has been everywhere for Sunflower, and in a 3-0 game here, not in your favor. Quite impressive to stand out as a defender the way that she has. Gunther sprays it out wide to Skylar Blaze. Schofberger. Into Gunther. Gunther looking for options. Has Hans. Hans out to Blaze. The Louisiana Monroe grad skips past one. Great turn by Hans. Falls into the box, and another just near miss for the Current. as the current two look to make a couple of substitutions. Avery Clark makes her way to the sideline. And Kaifusi will also make her way off. Brooklyn Robbins and Kaya Brewer make their way onto the pitch. As Hull just able to keep the ball after a loose touch. And the current pounce, ball played to the penalty spot, just unable to get solid contact. This is another dangerous opportunity for the current as Alessio fires it out wide, looking for Jones. Sunflower makes a couple of substitutions as well. As Sarah Cortez makes her way back on the field for Sunflower. Hopichnig plays long looking for Ozaki, who just misses the flick on. As Vitali finds Schofberger. It's a great bit of play there by JC Hackler, who was a standout player for the current in the first half, has had a quieter second half, but able to maneuver her way through about 3 Sunflower defenders there and play that final ball where she just wasn't quite on the same page as her attacker. This is current. Skipping to the box here with Hackler. Hackler lines up another shot off the crossbar. And the flag will go up for offside. As Hackler seems to have been awoken in this second half. As she was again able to skip past 1-2 Sunflower defenders and unleash a shot from the top of the box. But fortunately for Sunflower, the effort hit the post and the flag went up anyway. Popichnig finds Kinoshita. Kinoshita under some pressure, back to her goalkeeper who smartly boots it long. And Skylar Blaze attempted to cut it off, but that will run out for a goal kick. Skylar Blaze playing right back for the current two, but was a forward in her time at Louisiana Monroe, where she owns the school record for points, goals, game-winning goals for a career, and for single-season goals with 14. So quite an attacking player who the coaching staff clearly sees a future for her as an outside back. It's Popichnig. Under some pressure, finds Alessio. Forward to Wardlaw, finds Tata. Well, finds the feet of Ozaki. Ozaki rides the challenge, but unable to just keep the ball as Sunflower looked to try to build up with some possession in the midfield there. As now Gunther will find Blaze. Blaze looking for options. She's got Hans and Vassar in front of her. Vassar, who had just strayed offside before receiving that pass, as Seemed like the current wingback couldn't quite decide which of her teammates she wanted to pass the ball to there. Sunflower still playing at the back. Just gets the ball off the goal line there, but does lose out of possession here. As Sunflower will manage to win themselves a throw-in, but another just nervy moment at the back here for Sunflower, who, despite all evidence to the contrary of maybe whether they should, as the ball is choked away from the goalkeeper again on the goal line. And Sunflower is just playing with fire at the moment here at the back. Coach Jose Ramos has a system that he employs with Sunflower, that he employs at Mid-America Nazarene, that has been wildly successful for them, but this press from the current two and the different level of athleticism is clearly puts the pressure, as Popicek does great to cut away there. And Sunflower will win a throw. Popicek fires out for Hull. Hull able to keep it in on this near side. Flicked on, but dealt with nicely by Atala Camilli. Great bit of play there from Ali Workman with quick feet to win a throw in for Sunflower. Workman, the Missouri S&T player, making her season debut. Ball finds its way out to Schofberger. Out on that left-hand side in front of the awaiting Sunflower substitute, Alexis Mitchell. Ball's fired into the box there, but just a little too far in front of the current attack, who watch it roll out with hands on hips, as Jules Wardlaw will make her way to the bench to be replaced by the aforementioned Alexis Mitchell. Mitchell, who has played for both Aalborg in Denmark and Calder United. As Sunflower turns the ball over again, ball just dealt with at the last second by Zalesio. And Blaze looks to break again here. Hans looks to play Vassar, but that's going to roll out, and Sunflower just can't get the ball out of their own final third. As we approach the 70th minute here at Pembroke Hill, KC Current 2 clinging to their 3-0 lead from the first half, as the level of play has definitely dropped in the second half. And another turnover here as Gunther fires a ball through here and just mishit on that final attempt there by Brooklyn Robbins, who did seem to be onside. The referee did not put their flag up. And Brooklyn Robbins, class of 2029, another exciting recruit for the future. As Gunther will win possession back again. Henderson loses out as Mitchell looks to come forward. Mitchell just loses out to Brewer. And Schofberger finds Gunther. Into Hackler. Maradona's brilliantly, but her cutting ball is anticipated well by Hull. And Tata looks to break. Tata into Mitchell. Ozaki. Ozaki almost wins the ball the second time as Cortez applies some pressure. As Blaze finds herself in all kinds of space. Carrie Hans splits the Sunflower defenders and is brought down for a foul. And the current 2 will have a free kick about 48 yards from goal. Gunther out to Blaze. Blaze to Hans. Hans to Blaze. Hans cuts past one. Finds Vassar. Vassar looks to skip outside, but great defending in the corner by Akaya Day, the MNU defender and longtime Sunflower State player. Shows why she's been a repeated pick for Coach Jose Ramos. And the current will take in-swinging left-footed corner. Couple players on the line for the current. The ball's played into the penalty spot. Great goalkeeping by Fiona Popenschnig to take that ball out of the air, but throws it right back to Blaze, who looks to quickly counter. And the referee will blow for a free kick. The current with the free kick about 21 yards out. It'll be Anna Henderson to take. Henderson. Off the outside of the post and out for a goal kick. Anna Henderson, the Central Florida graduate, lining up that free kick and just missing to the goalkeeper's left. As the current will make a substitution, and Chelsea Wagner enters the game for Atala Hamili. Popenschnig finds Tata. Tata skips between 3, and the ball finds its way to Hull. Tata skips past 1, finds Mitchell. Mitchell just unable to keep that in, but Sunflower will retain possession as Alessio bombs forward. Alessio looking for run down the sideline, but great defending by the current is able to cut out that attack. Suzaki battles. Cortez plays it out. Sunflower gets members in the box. Sunflower will win a throw-in, but would have loved to have seen them get a ball into the box there, something to get an attendance. A quick throw-in is taken to Cortez, who's unable to keep it in, and the Sunflower attack will peter out with a goal kick. The current 2 this evening serving as an appetizer for the senior squad, as the Kansas City Current are in Los Angeles tonight to take on Angel City FC at 9 p.m. Schofberger. As the Current are able to get through here, but the ball's just going to dribble through all the way back to the Sunflower goalkeeper. And Workman is able to get possession back out to Cortez, who finds Osaki. Osaki looking for the run of Tata. Tata battling with Blaze. And Skylar Blaze does masterfully to shepherd Tata as, oh no, Kinoshita pulls up with the cramp. The goalkeeper is beaten to the ball, and that's going to be Brooklyn Robbins here one-on-one and slots it into the empty net. And just an unfortunate series of events there for Sunflower as Kinoshita is the odds-on favorite to get out to that ball, but comes up lame with a cramp in her calf, and Popenchik tries to help out her down teammate and outrush to the ball, but she's just beaten to it by Brooklyn Robbins, who slots it in to give the Current a 4-0 lead here over Sunflower. As Momoko Kinoshita will try to stretch out the calf, but the Indian Hills Community College player will make her way to the sideline, and we'll see Ann Murph Hope make her way on for her first minutes of the season. It's Murph on the ball. Finds hole. Tata through a jersey pull. Tries to spin, but the referee will blow the whistle as Gunther commits the foul. This hole beaten to it by Vassar, but unable to keep it in. Cortez skips past two brilliantly, finds the run of Tata. Tata bounces off one, tries to cut back in, but Blaze is going to take that out for another Sunflower corner, as the Sunnies will see if they can try to find their first goal of the season via set piece. With the size disparity, it'll take a heck of a ball here from the MNU midfielder. As Tata plays it in. The keeper just gets an outstretched hand to it as the Current look to break here out on the left-hand side. But Zalesio there again as she is putting in a player of the match type performance for Sunflower. As Mitchell looks for the run of Cortez, but it's marshaled out for a Current throw. The Current, again, making their debut here in the WPSL. But they are still, this year, competing in the soccer tournament, the TST, that kicks off for them on Thursday the 28th, as Sunflower looks to play a ball over the top here, looking for the run of Cortez. Cortez almost is able to get around Gunther. It's a quick throw for Sunflower. Ball popped up. Osaki able to take it down. Ball played into the box here, looking for the head of Mitchell, but Current are just able to get away, and unfortunately, Workman is only able to take down Blaze as Schofberger gets us started. Schofberger. Hans is on the ball. Hans skips past one. Looks to go out wide. Finds Brewer. Brewer with Hans overlapping. Cuts in. Right-footed cross in is dealt with by Teixeira. Sunflower will come away with the ball. Cortez has runners. But Sunflower unable to do anything with the ball there as the ball's played in over the top. On rushing current player here is one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and it's saved again by Popichnig. As Robbins found herself one-on-one with the goalkeeper again, but this time Fiona Popichnig comes out on top. So the current prepare a throw-in on the far sideline. Sasaki is able to help win a throw-in for Sunflower. Ball's pinged around at the top of the box before eventually cleared up and out for a current throw. As the current break forward here on the left-hand side, ball in the middle looking for the run of Vassar is cut out. And will be another current corner. Current. Set to take this end swinger. Ball to the near post. Dealt with by Sunflower and blasted away. Out for a throw-in. As the current will get us restarted here with the free kick. Back to Schofberger. Blaze. Out to Hans. Hans marshaled back to Blaze. Goes all the way back to Vitali. Gunther. Ball over the top here, looking for the run of Avery. But just a touch on that ball there. Prevents the current from finding themselves one-on-one again. As Schofberger, with 20 players in front of her. As the current bomb down the left-hand side again. Ball played into the box. Skips past the outstretched leg of In Hope, but it's dealt with by Sunflower, but only as far as Gunther, who loses possession. Nosaki looks to break. Surrounded by red jerseys, finds the feet of Cortez. Cortez back to Osaki, who keeps possession. Back to Zalesio, skips past one. but runs out of real estate over on the far side. As Osaki cuts in, looking for options, marshaled by multiple hits. Another turnover here, and the Current are in, but the flag is going to go up and deny Carrie Kantz her first goal of this game. Hans, the Blue Springs native, is committed to play at the University of Florida. Popichnig, under a little bit of pressure, finds Tata. Tata keeps the ball, looks for options, finds a Kaide who does expertly to keep the ball there. As Hole is tenacious on that far side. Nosaki looks forward, tries to find the run of Cortez, but Schofberger is there. It's going to fall to Cortez. The referee has not seen the assistance flag in the air. Now she does, as Cortez had just come back from an offside position on the play prior. Top looking for the run of Robbins, but Oppenschneck doing her sweeper keeper impression, able to cut it out as Tata finds the feet of Workman. Out to Hole. Hole looking the first time ball into Cortez is cut out by Schoffenberger, who's been everywhere for the Current. And now Hans looks to play in Robbins. Robbins just unable to get there ahead of the on-rushing sweeper keeper. As Sunflower will make another substitution here in the dying minutes of the game. As Ken and Ozaki will head to grab an early drink. She will be replaced by Delfina Zalesio. Makes her way back into the game. Soul clears it as far as Blaze. Blaze heads in, flicked on, but dealt with by Amelia Zalesio. As Cortez wins the ball in the midfield here, turns, has the runner. As Zalesio is taken down behind the ball, the referee doesn't see it. And now, after getting a shout from the fourth official, will blow the whistle. And Sunflower will make another substitution as Lara Torres prepares to come on for Genevieve Hole.
Substitution for Sun. See, checking out the game. Number Genevieve Hole, checking the game. Number Laura Torres.
This ball played into the box here. Delvesio just unable to get ahead on that as she had managed to beat the offside trap there. A great ball played in by Amelia Zalesia. Almost finds her sister Delfina for the second time, a near miss between the sisters this game. As the Current have possession out on this far hand side with the ball back to Vitali. Schoffenberg with time and space. Vitali, as we're hearing, there will be 1 minute of stoppage time added by the official today. As the Current look to defend quickly here as Cortez turns past one and wins a throw in deeper in the current territory. Ball played into Mitchell, who tries to flick it on, but just about gets it wrong. And it'll be a current throw-in deep in their own territory. This ball's cut out here by Laura Torres. Torres looking for options. As that ball's just going to fall in between Torres and Workman. And the Sunflower attack breaks down, but they go again with the ball fired into Tata. Turns one. Tata plays it looking for Laura Torres, but a great play there by Blaze to cut that out. As now the current look to break. But the referee will blow the final whistle here tonight on the season opener for Sunflower State in this WPSL 2026 season. The final score of tonight's contest, the Kansas City Current 2-4, Sunflower State 0. We thank everyone here for tuning in for this first women's game of the season. The women will be in action again here on the 23rd down in Oklahoma City. The next home game for the Sunflower State women will be on Saturday, June 6th as a part of a doubleheader with the men's team right here at Pembroke. We thank you for tuning in here to Sunflower State FC, and we will see you next game.